Hey guys, this is going to be a quick video on some basic uses of the Skew chisel and maybe some gouges. I may break those up. So first thing I did, this came off some sort of shipping crate. It's not good wood, it's really soft. So I'm going to be using my Axminster. I got a live ring center right there. And a Axminster dead center ring drive. So this is just basically a solid hunk of metal, a little point there, friction drive. Alright, so I'm actually running two cameras, so hopefully we'll be able to get the shots we need so you can see what's going on here. If for some reason it still doesn't make sense, I would check out Worth Effort on YouTube. He has got a fantastic video explaining in depth. That's not level, but whatever. Alright, so make sure we're not going to hit anything. Skew. Sorry, I got two cameras running, so I got to be sure I show it on both. So, this is the angle I was talking about, or that we were talking about last night. Handle near the hip, and you're just going to run it across. Now, instead of going flat and doing this, you're actually going to come up on an angle. So it's not flat. You're going to raise that up. And when you engage, lift the handle. Same thing happens with the roughing gouge. You raise it up. Put on my face shield, and we'll get going. Now, the other important thing here is when you're cutting, I want to be on center line. And if you can see that, I am way high right now, so I got to lower my rest. That'll be pretty close. Alright, so on a rectangular piece of wood, it's going to be kind of hard to find the bevel at first. When we talk about that, we want to, basically it's not cutting at first. And then you raise the handle to engage the cut. Here it's going to be a little iffy. Getting more towards round. Now, I should be able to show you engagement of the bevel. So as you see there, I'm not cutting anything. But what I'm going to do is raise the handle to engage the cut. And it'll be rubbing this bevel this whole time, and then it starts cutting. But what I'm going to do is raise the handle to engage the cut. And it'll be rubbing this bevel this whole time, and then it starts cutting. Going the other way. I'm not cutting at all. I sit here all day. Raise that handle, and it cuts. Alright, skew chisel. Skew chisel is more of a personal preference. I like to use the skew much higher, so that I'm almost cutting. If this was a clock, I'm almost cutting on the 11 o'clock. So I'd actually want to go higher than that. Now, does not go flat on the rest. Angle, twist. Get that edge up. If you were going the other way, touch, rotate, and then cut. Again, we're going to ride that bevel so it's not cutting. Cutting at all. Give it its twist, raise the handle, engage the cut. Again, we're going to ride that bevel so it's not cutting. Not cutting at all. Give it its twist, raise the handle, engage the cut. And you can see much smoother than spindle roughing. Peeling cut. We're going to go flat on the rest. I'm going to line this up. Don't want to take off like the full amount. You can, but it's going to be it's going to fight you. So about half, maybe a little less, and it's you kind of push up, in, and aim towards the center. Again, all based off the back handle movement. Up, in, towards center. And it's you kind of push up, in, and aim towards the center. And this one, when you're doing a peel and cut, it stays flat. Establish bevel, so we're not cutting. Bring it down. We start cutting. Now if I wanted a clean edge, I'm going to use that point. You can see how tore up the wood is from me doing that. So I'll establish a line right about here with the point. Bevel, not cutting. Rotate. Find your cut. Not too bad. Now, that's obviously way too big of a handle. So now we're going to try to start one more centered. So what I would do, take the parting tool. You have to create space for that skew. Again, same thing. Not cutting. It's a great thing about these ring drive centers, since it's friction, if I get too aggressive, it just stops. It doesn't cause a big catch or anything like that. It just stops spinning. Quick and dirty. Now this would be if I was actually making a project where I'd use my parting tool, get it down to my depth, then I'd come along with that peel and cut and just match it right across. Do it real quick. This is a spindle roughing gouge. I've kind of been playing with my angle, so it's not my typical angle, but I'm trying to try some different things. Get some speed here. That's too high for him. And it's still too high. That's far better, far better. But same thing. Let's twist this the other way. This way. That handle's still way too thick, so if I'm not actually making a hammer or anything, but if I was, that's a much better fit for me. You can see, even though it's really soft, kind of junky wood, it's not a bad finish. And there we go. And if I did want to part off, I could just come right in here. Give me a nice line. Grab the parting tool. Line up. Line up. Not cutting, not cutting, not cutting. Get fancy with our Rob Gossman dovetail saw, which is absolute overkill. There you go. And since we made us a little carving mallet, I guess